What's going on, fellow A-plussers? It is I, your host, Adam Perez, back once again with a brand new episode for you guys today as we're getting into our wrestling bag, baby. That's right. It's that time of the year. We got ourselves a WWE pay-per-view set to go ahead and launch this upcoming weekend. WWE Backlash coming from, I would say, my home country, but I am here from the United States. But I am half Puerto Rican. So coming to you guys from Puerto Rico, we've got WWE Backlash that was supposed to be hosted by Bad Bunny, who now has a street fight in this weekend's lineup. So should be definitely a fantastic event to certainly go ahead and take place. I'm certainly excited to go ahead and support all my fellow Puerto Ricans out there and give you guys our match predictions because it's not just myself. You know, it's not just me. I had to go ahead and bring our girl back once again. Datila is in the house from
Hey,
good old Rangers of Wrestling. If you guys have not checked out her YouTube page, she does a bunch of reviews for you guys from Raw to SmackDown to AEW to pay-per-view events. She goes to conventions all the time to certainly do coverage, or goes to pay-per-view events all the time to enjoy this stuff live. So if you are looking for a very insightful and great wrestling YouTube channel, I'll pull a link in the description box below. You can check out Datila's site whenever you get a chance. It's good to see you, girl. Good to see you.
good, good to see you, Adam. But I have to say, absolutely love that little plug that you did. And just for the record, you're my favorite channel that I go to for all my Marvel, DC, and nerd pop culture stuff. So,
Hey, I love to hear it. I love to hear it. It's always great collaborating with you.
same.
I tried to get Indy to join us, but his schedule has just been all over the place as of right now. But hopefully in time, I feel like I keep saying this every predictions video. Indy's joining soon, and then next time we never see him. But hopefully we'll definitely get around to having him here.
It's all good.
But yeah, but look, we've got 7 matches for you guys today. A huge lineup, if you will, from tag team matches, a triple threat match, to some singles matches and title matches. A lot to definitely look forward to. Surprisingly, though, no WrestleMania rematches per se. And they usually, I guess, they're not really highlighting it as a WrestleMania backlash this year, huh?
They did a couple of times, and I was like, good God. But I was like, that's how you know Vince is really back.
Yeah, absolutely, right? It's like, please, fresh ideas, fresh ideas.
Yeah. So we actually got our WrestleMania rematch, I think like last week with the Usos and Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Yeah, on SmackDown was a great match.
Hmm.
That storyline continues to be pretty impressive, at least for the Bloodline. So we'll see what the next step certainly is going to be. So, Datila, 7 matches. You ready to get into some of these match breakdowns and discuss some of these with me?
Yes.
Before we go, though, before we do, I just want to say, you and Matt for WrestleMania whooped up on me. It was actually, I will say, it was actually relatively close. I think you and Matt tied. It was almost like I think you guys had 7 correct, 6 incorrect, and mine was just flipped: 6 correct, 7 incorrect. So you guys tied, but you definitely both beat me. That's for sure.
Shouldn't have
Maybe this
chosen Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez.
and you're absolutely right. And what made me even more mad was like, didn't they literally just drop the titles like the next week or two right after that?
Yeah.
It's like you could just pull the trigger at WrestleMania, guys. Come on, you're killing me here.
But you know what also what ruined it all for all of us? We all lost the showcase match.
Yes.
None of us got the Street Profits.
Yeah, none of us got the Street Profits. I don't think any of us picked Roman. I should have. Now I was kicking myself in the ass for that one. I was thinking to myself, just to be different, just to try and switch things up in case things just, the last match it comes down to. I should have picked Roman just to change things up. But man, we were pretty confident Cody was going to pull that one out, weren't
Yeah.
we?
Yeah, we were.
Leave it up to WWE, man. He's going on a 1,000-day reign
You know
soon.
what I heard, right? That in order for him to beat Hulk Hogan's record, Roman Reigns has to hold the titles until September of next year.
No, there's no need to. Like, honestly, I don't even think there was a need to go 1,000 days. But like, if you want to go 1,000 days, that's cool. But not like the idea of having to wait another like year and a half for this man to drop the title. No, please. I just like he's important already. Okay, we acknowledge him. We
Yeah.
acknowledge him. All right. So let's go ahead and get into our match breakdowns. I'm not quite sure exactly the order and which we're going to be getting them. So I'm just going to go off the cuff here. But first and foremost, Datila, let's go ahead and bring in the United States Championship match here, as we got ourselves a triple threat match. We got Bronson Reed, who he's already been called up to the main event already. Not per draft. I don't even remember where he landed at in the draft. Do you recall, Datila, off the top of your head? Bronson Reed?
No, I don't remember off the top of my head. I gotta go through my notes.
I want to say it's Raw, but I could be wrong. But anyway, we got Bronson Reed here, good old Bobby Lashley, and Austin Theory himself as the champion, who just recently got moved over to SmackDown. I really feel like there's been like no build to this. Have I missed this program or what, Datilo?
Well, there was, I guess you could say there was a bit of a build. Bobby Lashley did not defeat Austin Theory when they had a match because Bronson Reed got involved. So it kind of seems like it's set it up that way.
Oh, okay, okay. Are you excited about this match at all?
Yes and no. I'm excited because like it's gonna be Bobby Lashley and Bronson Reed with Austin Theory, but I'm not excited too because it's like don't get me wrong, I like Bobby Lashley, but we already seen his feud with Austin Theory, and I was actually disappointed with the fact that both Austin Theory and Bobby Lashley are once again on the same brand. I really wanted to see Bobby
Mm,
Lashley versus Gunter for that Intercontinental title. You know, to
ooh,
quote Big
yeah.
E, big meaty men slapping meat.
And I think Drew McIntyre is now on Raw also, if I'm not mistaken. I personally would have loved to have kept Bobby Lashley there too, honestly. But we'll see. We'll definitely see what happens there. But as far as this match is concerned, who do you got?
Austin Theory.
I'm gonna stick with the champion on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll stick with the champion also. I think the fact that it hasn't felt very like a interesting build, like I am looking forward to the match because I do think that these three can definitely go in the ring, and it'll be interesting to see like what kind of spots they do with these two big men. So if anything, I'm probably gonna go with Austin Theory in this one also. Him retaining the title and taking that with him to SmackDown because I don't think any of the draft positions don't really take place until after Backlash, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, give me Austin Theory for this one. Also, a little bit of a shame that those two might lose, but I like Austin with the title so far. So give me Austin Theory. Let's see here. Next up, we also got Seth Rollins
Oh God.
going up against Omos here.
Oh God.
I feel like I feel like we just roll our eyes automatically whenever we see Omos in a big time match. When a lot of us, I think, maybe feel he isn't ready for it. I was a little bit disappointed, honestly, in the WrestleMania match that we wind up getting between him and Brock. I mean, I enjoyed the idea of almost kicking the living hell out of Brock Lesnar most of that match, but that match ended way too quickly and just not believable enough for me, honestly. So I am kind of curious what you think's going to happen here with Seth Rollins and Omos. For me, look, Seth Rollins can go with anybody in the ring, honestly. I think this is Seth's to win. I'm a little bit bummed that I personally think almost might lose this. This is like two back-to-back pay-per-views. This big monster potentially will lose. But I also think that there's got to be some sort of like momentum behind Seth Rollins because I am a big believer that if anybody's going to be crowned sort of the new champion for that world heavyweight title, it's probably going to be Seth Rollins. I personally believe so. So the idea of him taking that L to almost feels a little bit off to me. So I think if anybody should get the W in here, give me Seth Rollins. Just a little bit bummer that almost is probably going to eat two pins back to back in these big pay per view events. But give me Seth Rollins here. What about you, Datina?
You know, if it wasn't for Seth Rollins in this match, I could care less if it wasn't for Seth Rollins. But I feel like this is totally a Vince McMahon match. I'm just gonna go with
Mm.
Seth on this one, just because, like you were saying, he needs momentum if he's going to win the world heavyweight title, or if he's going to be at least one of the contenders. So I think Seth, but it wouldn't surprise me if Almost gets a win here, you know. But I don't think Almost deserves a win. But I'm just gonna pick Seth Rollins, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, I like almost should like look, my thing is I thought almost should have won the Brock Lesnar match. I mean, the guy was taller, much more powerful than him. Like the idea of almost literally eating one F5 and losing to that was just laughable to me. Like, I'm sorry. Like if Roman Reigns, who's like two times the size of almost, can kick out of like four or five F5s, like there's no reason why almost should be eating a pin after one F5. I just thought there was plenty more that match certainly could have done. But you're right. Maybe Brock Lesnar was like, "Look, man, I got places to be." So you
Yeah,
never
and
know.
LA traffic at that time is just horrible. So
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, so we got Austin Theory for the both of us in the first match. The both of us are also going with Seth Rollins here. Next up, I'll introduce the SmackDown, oh, excuse me, the Raw Women's Championship title. Bianca Belair, she is the current champion that has just moved over to SmackDown, facing off against Io Sky from Damage Control. I didn't even honestly, I didn't even know this was a match on the card. I feel like this is another match that has kind of gone under the radar of being built properly. Where have I been for this, Datila?
I know Io won a match on Raw, which gave her an opportunity to face Bianca, but I thought that
Oh,
match was
it
gonna
was a
happen.
contendership match.
Yeah, I thought that match was gonna happen like on Raw, but I guess not.
I think I might have watched that singles match, but I was it a singles match? I just couldn't even
No, I think
remember
it
if
was
like a fatal
a
four way or something.
like a multi-person match.
I do think this is going to be a great match. I think both of these ladies can definitely go in the ring. I am excited for EO to be able to get this spot and opportunity. Who do you have in this one?
Well, it backfired at me at WrestleMania when I chose the opposite. So I'm gonna go ahead and choose Bianca Belair. Just because I feel like it's pointless for them to take the title off of her now in such a random match too. Don't get me wrong, I like Io Sky, and but I just feel like Bianca's just gonna take the win here.
Yeah, Bianca's definitely on a whole another level. Again, I think it's going to be a great match between these two ladies, but I definitely do see Bianca Belair pulling out the W in this one and retaining her title. It's just one of those things where it's just like a big main event star has definitely got a challenger or somebody that honestly is new to the roster or comes in as a surprise from another company, sort of thing that I think is going to really take that title off of her. And in the meantime, just keep feeding her competitors, I guess, you know. But like for me, you know, one of you had mentioned a while ago, like who's left for Bianca. I don't know if she's ever defended the title against EO. So I do think that there are some women out there, may not be believable in regards to like, yeah, they can definitely take the title off of her. But I like the idea of somebody like EO getting an opportunity because I do think she's made for the big stage, you know?
Oh, I have no problem with Io getting an opportunity. It's just
Yeah.
like it's just a booking, you know? It's like make me believe.
Mhm. Yeah, I wish they had utilized EO in this, just this build up for this story a little bit more. And it should be fascinating to see what happens with Damage Control as they've all been moved over to SmackDown after this, also. So, yeah, maybe we haven't seen the last of EO and Bianca since they're both now on the same brand. All right, we're three for three here. We're both going with Bianca, Seth, and Austin. But let's switch things up here. We'll see how this turns out for us. Next up, we've got a triple threat match. As we've got the Bloodline facing off against the undisputed tag team champions of the world, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, joined by a returning Matt Riddle, whose shorts just keep getting shorter and shorter every time I see this man. I wish he would wear some more clothes, honestly, but look, I'm sure the ladies love it. But Backlash is here, and so is this match. This should be an interesting one, to say the least. Look, the bloodline seems like it's falling apart at the seams right now. Um, Paul Heyman looks like he's trying to give Sokoa like orders to take out his own brothers in arms, if you will. Um, Sammy and them trying to warn Jimmy and Jay about the potentials of what can happen. You know, God, if I'm gonna go first on this one, I've been flip flopping on this one all day. If I had to pick though, because the titles are not on the line, give me the bloodline in this one. I feel like I feel like that goes against the direction in which they're going, just because the past 2 weeks have been very much teasing like Roman is very much ready to just kick these dudes to the curb. But I do wonder if a win here will maybe prove themselves a little bit again. They are going to the same brand as Roman, right? So it's not like Roman can get away from his his own bloodline. Um, give me the bloodline here, and I think Solo winds up being the one that does the pinning. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe Solo pins, and the Usos just look terrible, get their ass kicked. You know what I'm saying? And Solo's the one that saves them. Maybe pins Matt Riddle. Give me the bloodline here, even though it feels like it goes completely against the direction that they're going. But I'll take the bloodline for the win. What about you? How are you feeling about this match?
Well, just like you, I've been going back and forth on this all day because, on one hand, I feel like the Bloodline losing would just like seal their faith. But at the same time, now that you mention it, it's kind of like, okay, the Bloodline wins. So like, let's say they win, and then they're all comfortable and they think like I could totally picture them on SmackDown, and they think they're cool because they won, but it could all just be Roman, you know, wheeling them in, and then the turn happens. You get me?
Mm,
So, but like you said, I could totally see like a situation where the Usos are like taken out, and it's just Solo and Matt Riddle, and like Solo gets the pin here. So I don't know. I'm going back and forth on this too.
that's a tough one.
It is. This is a hard one. Okay, you know what? Just so that we can be different, I'm gonna pick Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Matt Riddle.
Oh, okay,
You
okay,
might come back
okay.
to get me, and I'm gonna have to
Might come back.
acknowledge you if you beat me.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? You're right, Datila. I acknowledge you. You are stupendous at
Ah, thank you,
predictions.
thank you.
I have to acknowledge you live on air. You did beat me in WrestleMania,
I
and I
did.
did say that was going to be your reward. So I acknowledge you. And you can
Thank
you
you.
can clip that if you want to, make that as a GIF, put that on replay wherever you want to. That this did happen.
Yeah.
All right, so you're switching it up. You're going with the tag team champions. That might bite me in the ass too. We'll have to see though. Um, next up, we've got another women's title match here as Rhea Ripley, the Eradicator herself, the SmackDown Women's Champion, defending her title against my fellow Boricua herself, Zelina Vega. This is probably going to be the shortest match on the card. I have no idea. What are your chances that you give Zelina to pull up the upset victory here in her home state or home country?
0.
0-0. Yeah.
And
You think she'll put up a fight at least?
that's
A
what I'm
believable
hoping
one?
for. That's what I'm
Mhm.
hoping for. I really hope that this isn't a squash match and that Zelina actually gets time to shine in her, I guess you can say, home country, even though she's from New York. I really hope that she gets shine, but I don't think for 1 second she's beating Rhea Ripley. I don't think for 1 second that that's the case. Rhea's totally taking this.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you there. I think Rhea Ripley definitely wins this one. There is a part of me that thinks that this is gonna be a squash match, like done in like five 5 minutes. Unfortunately, the entrances literally might be longer than this match. No, that might be an exaggeration, but we'll see how it turns out. But look, Zelina, I feel like she's gotten the upper hand a few times here or there over the past couple of weeks. But I think it comes back for her, and look, great opportunity to finally have for yourself, but I think Rhea Ripley definitely pulls this one out also. All right. Yeah, not too much to say about that one, just because it's yeah, I feel like everybody knows who we're gonna pick there. Last two matches on the card. I'm gonna go with another fellow Boricua in Damien Priest versus Bad Bunny. Why do we have to have Puerto Rican on Puerto Rican crime here, guys? Like, look, we couldn't switch this up a little bit. Look, I will say, look, I appreciate these two men getting the spotlight in Puerto Rico. I believe Damien Priest is Puerto Rican himself. I believe he's also from New York as well. So definitely representing there. Look, I am kind of looking forward to this fight. This is in fact a street fight, if I'm not mistaken.
A
Also,
San Juan street fight.
San Juan street fight. I do wonder if they're going to go out into San Juan and actually like use what's out there on the streets and beat each other up. Who certainly knows? But look, it is the capital of Puerto Rico, so it certainly makes sense. If I had to pick in this one, I'm not gonna lie, the Bloodline match was difficult, and this one's a little bit difficult for me also. Um, God, I don't want to say Bad Bunny. I don't want to say Bad Bunny because there's no way that this man should beat Damian Priest. There's just no way. He pulled off an upset victory at WrestleMania. He interfered in fucking Ray and Dom's match at WrestleMania. I can easily see the LWO coming out here and giving this man an opportunity, and I feel like that's probably what's going to happen. Latino World Order, baby. LWO. It's one of those things that's like, look, we should probably celebrate, right? All the Latinos in Puerto Rico. So I can see them coming out and helping Bad Bunny get the win. God, I just, I'm gonna go with Damien. I'm gonna go with Damien. I'm gonna go with Damien here. I just can't. I can't believe him. It's not believable enough. Um, unless the LWO comes down and interferes, yeah, Bad Bunny will win. But I'm gonna go Damien. He's been on a roll lately, and I think Puerto Rican getting a victory in Puerto Rico. Somebody's getting a victory in their hometown. I'll go with Damien Priest here. What about you, Datila? I've been going around in circles. I'm sorry.
Well, first off, I have to say, I I get where you're coming from, but I'm gonna have to go with Bad Bunny on this one, just because he is a celebrity, and I don't
Man, put that
think
man through the
WWE.
table.
I don't think WWE would want Bad Bunny to lose in his home country. Although, WWE does have a habit of making people lose in their home country, hometown, home state.
Oh yeah, they're not afraid to do that.
Yeah. So, but I had to go with Bad Bunny. I thought this was going to be a tag match, but it's actually going to be a legit singles match. A
And
legit.
that's why I just can't. That's why I just cannot wrap my head around the idea of him winning. But again, I think it will be due to outside interference. And you think that's the route?
So, I hope that they do go around on San Juan. It's been a long time since we actually had a street fight go out to the streets. But I do think that since this is a San Juan street fight, it's going to be due to interference. I definitely do see Dominic, maybe Finn Balor trying to get involved in this, Rhea, depending on the match order. And I could definitely see the rest of the LWO getting involved in this. So it's not going to be one on one. I definitely do see
Yeah,
interference. So Bad
yeah.
Bunny with assistance from the LWO.
Man, I just keep replaying in my head the choke slam of Damian Priest, giving the choke slam the Bad Bunny in the on the announcers table, and it makes me laugh all the time. Like if you watch the replay, he like just literally folds up like an accordion when he goes through the table. Almost reminds me of like one of those earthworms that like the little beetles that roll up when you touch them and out of the ground. Like poor Bad Bunny, he was just broken in half. But
Yeah, I was there live for that. So I have that on
oh
tape. I have
yeah,
it
I
on
mean,
tape.
look, and my thing is like, look, if Bad Bunny just crumples under a table like that, I just cannot believe that he's gonna pull off the victory against this. Like the idea of him coming out hitting Damian Priest with a kendo stick, I'm just like, okay, you enjoy that. But the moment the roles are reversed and Damian gets the kendo stick on you, man, he's gonna break him like a twig, bro. He's gonna break him like a twig. I just can't. I just can't. We'll see, man. We'll see what happens here. All right, so we're different on two matches here so far. So that's that might work out pretty good here. And then last but not least, what I think is going to be the main event, but maybe I'm wrong. We've got Cody Rhodes facing off against Brock Lesnar. After Cody coming off of his great match but disappointing result at WrestleMania.
Don't remind
Um,
me.
Now he's got to prove himself against the Beast incarnate. Maybe to prove, hey, you know what? I can hang with the big dogs. And I will throw this over to you first, Datila. How do you think this match is going to go? What are your predictions here?
I got Cody Rhodes just because I feel like what's the point of Lesnar winning this match? And if you want Cody Rhodes to still continue the story, you gotta have Cody Rhodes beat Lesnar. I just hope, really hope that this isn't a Lesnar versus Cena 2012 match where Lesnar's just beating up on Cody Rhodes and then he hits him with just one crossroads and the match is over. You remember what I'm talking about? Where
Uh-huh.
Lesnar pretty much punking Cena and then Cena just does one F5 and I mean one AA and it's done.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious as to like what is he even going to be able to catch him in the Cody Cutter or the whatever his maneuver. It was
Crossroads.
his
Crossroads.
crossroads maneuver. Um
And
yeah,
then
that
the
should be
Cody
interesting
cutter too.
that should be interesting to see how Brock Lesnar takes that and how many of those it's going to take to actually put this man down. Um I, I'm going to go with you here too. I do think Cody Rhodes pulls out the W for this one. I haven't minded this build. I did watch Raw the other day, and me and the girlfriend laughed at we laughed at all the security that was brought out for Brock, and they didn't even use it on Brock. They used it for for Cody. And my girlfriend was like, when Cody was fighting back, my girlfriend was like, he didn't even make it out of the ring. He's like, Brock Lesnar would have thrown half those people across the ring already. I was like, yeah, man, poor Cody. He, like he just did, to me, I guess he just didn't look super strong in that, but I'm just comparing him to Brock a little bit too much. But I do think Cody will pull this one out. I do think that he certainly can. Look, the man beat Seth Rollins 3 times in a row. Um, I think if anybody can hang with Brock Lesnar, it'll definitely be Cody. And I'm eager to see this match. This is like somebody from AEW coming in to face off against Brock. Like Cody is just at a whole different level of performer and wrestler that he was at before. And look, I love Brock Lesnar in the ring. I think he's a great professional. He's really great in the ring in general. I love the way he sells. He really does not mind putting over talent or making them look good, if you will, within the last several years. So I think this is going to be a great match, but definitely give me Cody Rhodes here for sure. All right. I think that does it for the 7 matchups that we have. I would say this, I don't want to say this feels like a lot of matches for Backlash because I feel like Triple H is pretty good about keeping some of these pay-per-views to like 5 or 6 matches. And letting some of these matches breathe. So maybe we will have 1 or 2 matches that are relatively short in here. But who knows? But I do think that we're going to get some good performances. Is there a matchup out of all these 7 that you think is going to be really good and maybe a match of the night?
I'd probably say the San Juan street fight and then probably
Mm.
Bianca versus Io Sky. I think it'll be a really good. I think that's
Mm.
those are going to be really good matches. Yeah. What about you?
Um, I was looking at the Brock and Cody match, and then I just saw Bad Bunny and Damien Priest, and I was like, that should be a pretty fun one. I think a lot of us are going to be pretty surprised once again by Bad Bunny. And I think just the entertainment factor, maybe the booking of that match should make it pretty good also. So I think that might be the match of the night. I think so. Maybe a close second being Brock and Cody. But I'm not going to sleep on Bianca and Io Sky like you mentioned. I do think that those ladies are going to perform. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But guys, listen, those are just our A+ opinions and our predictions. We want to know yours. 7 matches. Who do you guys got? Let your thoughts be known in the comment section box below, and we'll definitely keep you posted. If anything, after this pay-per-view ends, maybe on a Sunday night on our community tab, maybe I'll go ahead and throw up a post as to which one of us pulled out the W
Oh, I
to get
can't
people
wait to
updated.
beat you again.
Oh, okay. Don't get too over your head there, all right? Don't get ahead of yourself.
I beat you SummerSlam. I beat you. What? Where else did I beat you? I know
You
this is
probably
like,
beat me like Survivor Series, maybe. I don't
yeah, I think I
know.
beat you. I know. I don't think we did Survivor Series predictions. I beat you
No.
WrestleMania. Literally the third time
Maybe
I beat you.
Royal Rumble. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, Royal Rumble. I think I did beat
I
you
think
Royal
I
Rumble.
think you did. I think I won Elimination Chamber,
No,
so
no,
I
no, no,
had
no, no, no. I think you beat me. No, you beat me Elimination Chamber, which
I
was a
think that's what it
clean
was.
sweep.
Yeah, because I was going into WrestleMania with a lot of confidence, a lot, and then and it backfired. So these are always fun. But yeah, guys, let us know your thoughts in the comment section box below, and we'll definitely keep you guys posted throughout the weekend as to who pulled out the W. And listen, if you guys are fascinated or interested to see maybe more wrestling content from this channel in any way, let us know some of your guys' suggestions in the comment section box below, as well as me and Datila are always trying to figure out other ways to bring wrestling to you guys here on A Plus Hero Report. But if you don't want wrestling here, check out Rangers of Wrestling. Links in the description box below. Go ahead and support Datila whenever you get a chance. But other than that, Datila, where can people find you on social media if they want to follow you?
Before I say that, I had to say, let Adam know what kind of I give Adam ideas for wrestling content. I always, ask him, what else do you want to do? He always
I'm like, I'll think about it. I don't know.
yeah. Yeah.
So
So
yeah.
give Adam ideas for wrestling content. But so where you can find me, you can follow me on Twitter at Datila_I. Live tweet during Raw, SmackDown, Dynamite, sometimes Impact Wrestling, and Rampage. So if you want to interact with me, follow me on Twitter.
Awesome, Datila. And guys, if you want to follow us on social media, right up here at A Plus Opinions, very active on Twitter. Check us out on our main page, which is our Facebook page, as well as here on YouTube. And also check us out over on Instagram. If you haven't hit that like button yet, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It definitely does go a long way and certainly show your support. But until then, that'll do it for us here. Until next time, do me a big favor, guys. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and keep it A plus. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.